This is our 20th year to be in operation, but it really began about 24 years ago. When I was still a principal, I coached for 19 years, then I got demoted to principal, and then finally retired and began to do this. But when I was a principal, we were going to have a special emphasis one week for our kids to be drug-free, called Red Ribbon Week. Geese was going around the country. He'd come back home and was speaking at several schools about kids being drug-free. Fergie Jenkins lived here at that time. And so I got both of them together, and they came to the junior high here for our 7th and 8th grade kids and put on a basketball demonstration because Fergie was a Globetrotter too. And then they talked to the kids about using their ability, being drug-free. Had a great time. It went over really well. And when it was over in my office, Geese and Fergie and I were talking about a place should be established here to have memorabilia from Oklahoma athletes and to use their influence in a positive way, as was done that day. And so that was the idea of establishing this museum. These are historical buildings that we have taken and restored and have now housed this museum for 20 years. The athletes that are honored here are athletes who were either born in Oklahoma, live in Oklahoma, or went to college university here in Oklahoma, and went on to be professional or Olympic athletes. One of the gentlemen that just left a minute ago because he had to get back to Wichita was Gene Stevenson. He's from Guthrie and played college baseball, coached in college at OU, established the Wichita State program. He is in the Coaches Hall of Fame in the East Gallery. And so all of these athletes have Oklahoma ties. And but the purpose of this then is to use those influence from those athletes to be a positive influence for kids that come here and adults too. We all need some positive influence in our lives because we're not through by any means. And so we're not through till it's over. And so we share a program with kids called Breaking Barriers in Life and in Sports. It's put out by the Jackie Robinson Foundation in Major League Baseball, and it stresses for kids to be successful, they got to have some character values in their life. And so that goes back to the beginning of this museum, and this is a museum that belongs to the fans and the athletes of Oklahoma. It's a nonprofit. It's not state-owned or operated. It has got to be supported by you people and by the people of Oklahoma. But these buildings are paid for. We don't owe anybody anything. We just have to take care of this. All right. Geese, I'd like for you to come up here a minute. I want to show you this plaque that was put together for our 20th anniversary. And Senator A.J. Griffith put this document together for us. I'd like for her to come up here with you. And because this was presented at our 20th anniversary in December, and it's this document right over here. Let me just read a couple of things to you. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says, here it says, whereas the Sports Museum was born out of a conversation in 1901 between Hall of Famer hurler Ferguson Jenkins, who lived near Guthrie, and former Harlem Globetrotter Geese Ausbie from Crescent. Ausbie and Jenkins were speaking to students regarding the importance of staying in school and staying drug-free. And they began talking about a place where items from their careers could be displayed. And so soon the Oklahoma Sports Museum grew out of that. And so this is the document that verifies that, and it's been put together by our senator, and she has been very supportive of our museum. And this is a very important part of our history. And Geese, you're a very important part of it.
Thank you.
All right, you stay right up here, Geese, and we'll try to keep this moving along here. You know, another very historical thing that's taken place in the state of Oklahoma in basketball is our Thunder. And, you know, 15, maybe 18 years ago, or really 15 years ago probably, most of us had no idea that Oklahoma could support an NBA team. But we have not only had an NBA team, but we've had a very good NBA team. And they beat They won their first playoff game last night for this year against Houston. And we had contacted the Thunder about being a part of this, helping us honor Geese. And they contacted me this week and said they wanted to send a representative from the Thunder here and make a couple of presentations. And so we have the honor of having Michael Cage. If you haven't heard him, most of you have if you watch the Thunder. Michael and Brian Davis do a great job of relating what takes place on the floor and off the floor. Michael and I agree many times on what the officials are doing and not doing. But we want to thank him for being here. And Karina Henderson was the representative for the Thunder that we were communicating with and brought you here, of course, along with Clay Bennett. And so, Michael, why don't you come forward? I'll let you take this mic. You've got a couple of presentations. I'll get between these two big guys. I'm little.
Excuse me if I don't need to stand up on the podium. I'm sure you can understand.
See, now I'm the same size he is. See?
At 6'10", I'm already on a podium. First of all, I have something here that's pretty special for the museum. On behalf of the Oklahoma City Thunder, we would like to present the museum with an autographed, signed Russell Westbrook jersey. And you know what a historical season Russ had. These jerseys are very difficult to get. There's only a certain amount allowed. They asked me a couple of weeks would I come down up here, this is up, right?
Yes.
To be a part of this event. I love sports. I found it very easy, and I'm honored to be here and present this jersey to the museum. And also we have with this a certificate of authenticity that goes along with the jersey as well. So
Fantastic.
here we are. Congratulations. Russell Westbrook is now in the house.
Thank you very much. And I think most of you here, I think there's some people that don't realize, but the thing that he has accomplished this year, 42 triple doubles, now 44 since the 2 playoff games. And I can remember when Oscar Robertson did it. That's how old I am. And it has revived his career and brought that history out. But that is a difficult accomplishment, and we are proud that an Oklahoman, he is an Oklahoman. He may not be born and bred here, but he has become an Okie, and we're proud to hang this here. We're proud of the Thunder. Thank you very much. Then Geese, get over there.
And in honor of Mr. Ausbie, great accomplishments on the court. First of all, you're one of the original Globetrotters. You and I had a conversation about my college coach, David Gaines, who you know. And I'm a basketball player too, folks. I played in the NBA for 16 years. I've been 16 years as a broadcaster. And this is a great man who has stood the test of time. I'm honored to be here to present this jersey. It's a custom jersey where now, do you mind if I call you Mr. Geese?
Okay, man.
He is now officially a Thunder. Custom-made jersey to be presented to you today in honor of your induction into the Hall of Fame. It's my pleasure to give that to you as well.
Thank you, man. To have something like this in your honor is more than, you know, the Lord Jesus got when he visits his own country. And they didn't honor him like this, you know, but the people in Crescent and Guthrie, they mean so much to me. And I always will love these 2 cities and all my family and friends, man. And I love you very much, Guthrie, and also Crescent. Thank God for you.